So y'all, I have officially been in Houston for 2 days, and the best way to explain my 2 days is car towed. Another club, another club, another club, no entry. Another club, another club, another club, no entry.
Season 1 of Houston Spring Break Trials, Tribulation, Fallouts, and Fades is officially broadcasted live. Shut up. Let me get my wine. Cheers. We told y'all. We told y'all. Now they out here crying. Well, I didn't get my section. I didn't get my bottle. Of course you did. It's 11,000 people out there.
Good Lord, this generation got some of the proudest workers I've ever seen in my life.
A man ain't got nothing that good that's worth you being outside in the public, degrading yourself as a woman.
And a new ick has been unlocked. When you see a girl with like shorts on or a skirt and the bottom of her ass cheeks are hanging out of the skirt or shorts, that shit is an ick.
Hey, don't give him nothing.
What you need? Why don't you talk to me?
I just said
all this yelling, you ain't gotta do all that yelling. I got you.
Say,
what you need? What you need?
You what I said?
What you need? $30. All right, $30 ain't nothing. You got change for $100.
Yes, my money person.
Okay, cool. All that playing, man. $30 talking about $30, man.
How much you get? You charge him?
$30, baby.
Thank you.
60, man. Y'all got me so messed up.
Okay,
I don't know who y'all talking to. This ain't even that.
It's out there.
Nah, baby, I'm a host. Talk to Mike. Y'all tripping, gang. He just told me 30. I don't got no problem paying 30. Now you trying to try me?
But when you get real disrespect.
No, it's not. I'm already got a band. That's what I'm saying. I didn't disrespect nobody.
I mean you over there.
Come on, man. Hey, look, y'all doing a lot, man.
Pay your 30 and go about your business.
That's what I was doing, yeah.
All right.
Come on,
say
man.
less.
All that, man. See.
Now that it's the end of the month, my favorite part of the internet is watching all y'all videos complaining about how y'all got robbed in Houston for spring break.
That's your fault.
Y'all had these motherfucking bottle girls and YNs rubbing their hands like they was Birdman. Y'all was an easy lick. We told y'all not to go. All of us, content creators, the Houston residents, shit, even y'all parents told y'all not to go.
Y'all still went.
Now that the Houston Spring Break and Rodeo fiasco is over, we can finally break down what actually happened and what didn't happen. And we can also debunk some things that are not true.
31,406 cases of gonorrhea, 12,935 cases of syphilis, 5,670 cases of HIV. Damn. Around 30 to 35,000 cases.
Ooh.
Yeah, Houston off the list.
No, 40,000 people did not contract STDs in just a few days on spring break in Houston. Let's talk about it. There is a lot of fear mongering, I want to go viral, misinformation, clickbaity stuff going around right now, and it is not accurate.
You see this headline of 42,000 people caught an STD during spring break in Houston. That's not possible, guys, and that's not true. I did a quick Google search because that's alarming. I live in Dallas. I know a lot of people who frequent back and forth. I'm like, yo, y'all need to get checked ASAP because I saw this crazy number. But then I Google searched it. That was a number in 2024, and it was the number of STD tests taken in the state of Texas and in the entirety of the state of Texas, whether it was positive or negative, during that same time period in 2024.
First of all, these videos are going around this week in 2026. This rumor actually happened in 2024. According to USA Today from 2 years ago, this 40,000 number is probably actually how many people were diagnosed with STIs in the entire state of Texas versus one city or region. This whole viral thing that is resurfacing 2 years later is a complete misuse and misunderstanding of this public health data.
And I knew something was off when I heard about those test results last week. I thought to myself that would be pretty fast to get test results back. But it shows just why you shouldn't believe everything you hear on the internet right away. But what is the most interesting thing now is the conversation around it wasn't just the younger college kids down there. There were also a lot of grown adults down there wanting to participate in the festivities.
Spring break, as it's intended for college students, you got people who's 45 that's going to spring break. Spring break has just turned into a black people meetup. And the college element of you're going there because you have a break from college because you're a college student, that's at the back burner. It's just a place. It's turned into Bike Week. Does anybody remember Bike Week? Like, what the hell? Like, why am I here just with a bunch of people in the dark? Everybody they bring is $2. Like, this shit is not it. Well, for me at the time, right? But for college kids, this is lit. This should be lit. The problem is spring break got taken over by 30-year-olds who want to be 20-year-olds. I think that's the problem. Like, these are not 20-year-olds, just to be clear.
I just got back from Houston. That shit absolutely fried me, dog. Oh my goodness gracious, we gotta get into it. So let's first off on how the trip even fucking happened. So randomly, this probably was like, I want to say like a month and a half ago, I get a random ass FaceTime call from my best friend Darius while I'm playing the game. Yo, what's good, bro? He said, hey, bro, what you doing March 15th type shit around that type of week? I'm like, shit, not much, chilling for right. I got no plans. He's like, bro, Houston. I'm like, we're way too fucking old to be going to spring break, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. He's like, bro, we just want to go out there, have a good time. We can be around the grown folks. We gotta do no college shit. I'm just trying to go out with my guys. I'm like, shit, all right, cool, bet, whatever. He go up and click up the phone. I want to say I get a call from him maybe like 10 minutes later. Nah, it's actually a text saying, hey, bro, I just linked with this one bottle girl out there. I was wondering if you were going to try to go ahead and get in on the section with me. I go and I see the price of section game. Why the fuck is it $2,300 for a fucking section at this club called Sakai?
Because nightclubs know that men will pay any outrageous amount of money to attract all the women in the club.
I'm just thinking all this in my head. I'm like, $2,300. I'm like, all right, bro, it's split between like 5 of us, so you go ahead and do the math from there. So I'm like, all right, back over that $7 bread. We go up and get to Houston. I want to say this past coming Friday, right? Soon as we get off the airport at that bitch, shit is pandemonium. I'm thinking that it was gonna be like an extra, maybe like 200,000-300,000 people in Houston. It was like damn near 2 million people outside, gang, of all ages. I'm talking about it didn't matter if you was in college, it didn't matter if you was damn near almost 45. You were outside, gang. So boom, we go and pull up to the Airbnb, nice little Airbnb, probably got like 4 or 5 rooms or whatever. Boom. You feel me? I go and I get the top one, the nicest room, cause I'm trying to go ahead and have a good time out this bitch. You feel me? It's endless joints outside. I'm talking all the thick IG models from every single state known to man, they're all in Houston right now, gang. Everybody. So boom, we go there, we decide to go ahead and hit the rodeo or whatever, gang. I'm thinking this is a place where we could just be like, that's the starter pack. You feel me? Like we just gonna go out there, get a little bit lit, ride some rides, just kid friendly, not gonna see nothing too crazy, gang. Tell me why I saw at least like 3 fucking fights at the rodeo. One was literally like between like a guy and a girl. I'm talking about it was looking crazy, gang. So boom. Not only does that happen, but there's like this big like mass mob and shit. It got so bad they canceled the rodeo. Where does that happen at, gang? I've never heard of that shit, but that's not even the craziest thing about that happened at all, bro. So boom. Not only are we seeing this, so let me talk about Sakai like I was telling y'all earlier. So we go and we pull up to Sakai, whatever, right? I go up, get showered up, you feel me, put on a nice all black leather fit on. I'm looking like Denzel Washington in fucking Training Day, gang. It's looking spooky. So we go ahead, hop in the Uber, go ahead and park on the side street. Well, they go and let us out, gang. It's like a sea of people everywhere. You would have thought it was a DMX like concert or some shit. Full of everybody from everywhere. I'm talking about not only just that, even the gas station that we rode by on the way to the club. That shit was like parking lot pimping times 1,000. I've never seen that many people outside, gang. So we go up, we finally get to Sakai, right? Mind you, we didn't check the weather app that day. So we didn't know that it was gonna start like pouring down like a fucking monsoon. I'm talking about like on some tsunami type shit, right? We go up, eventually we walk up, we get to the front. Gang, tell me why they're like, oh yeah, the what's it called? The listing you had was fake. I'm over here, I'm like, she work here, my boy. What are you talking about? My boy Darius over here trying to handle it, whatever. I'm over here thinking in my head like, ain't no way we just put down this type of bread and we don't even get to go in this bitch, gang. There's no way. So
now I can understand not being able to have access or get into the club, but to actually lose some money, or even if somebody scam me out of some money, that's where I will be bummed out at. I will be like, oh my goodness, you talking about a lesson learned. Don't send your money to strangers on the internet.
Way. So I'm low-key already blown. I'm like, bro, I don't even really, I'm gonna go ahead and let Darius go ahead and do his thing. Me and a couple of his other homies, we just go ahead and start parlaying with some females, right? So we over again some IG's gang. Every single girl out there had like at least 5,000 to 10,000 followers or above on the gram. Crazy as shit. Fine shit though. Everybody was dragging a wagon. BBLs, naturals, and all. You just heavenly, right? So boom. Eventually Darius comes back and walks over to us, and basically we didn't get our fucking money back. So I'm already pissed. It is what it is. I'm not gonna let this shit get me down. But let me tell you, that shit was not even the worst thing that happened out there. So boom, we go out or whatever, and tell us why. We end up at this one club called, I think it was like called Playground or some shit, right? Couldn't even really get in there like that. So we damn near was parking lot pimping at every single stop we went to. Except for that one spot called Dome. We went to Dome for a little bit. That was a cool little joint, but even that shit got popping. But so we walking out at Playground, like I said, right? Tell us why we see this one car, right? Kid you not, like I'm so serious. We over here, we started looking closer and closer at the car. They getting cracking in that car. I'm talking about 2 people in the front seat, 2 people in the back seat, going crazy. Lights on, windows down, fishbowl. Crazy. I'm like, ain't no way there's no way they're doing all this in Houston, bro. I was completely not prepared for it, gang. But that's even more crazier shit. So as we're walking back or whatever, we walked past that. That shit was crazy alone. Gang, tell me why cars was getting hit like damn near like Jack in the Box in that motherfucker. I've never seen that much window glass on the ground. I'm seeing endless cars get hit. Endless cars. I'm like, damn, I'm so glad we did not get a fucking rental because that shit would have been crazy and the insurance would have gotten spanked. So in the span of a couple days, not only did the rodeo shut down, scammed out of a section a couple times. People getting crazy in the car. What the hell is going on in Houston, gang? I just want to go ahead and say all this, though. Like, it still was a vibe, don't get me wrong, but that shit was crazy, gang. And will I ever go back to Houston? Yes. Will I ever go around a time like this? Fuck no, gang. Absolutely not. Because I wasn't even trying to party on no college shit. We weren't out there for that. We was trying to do the grown people shit. Gang, what the hell's going on? I don't know, but with that being said, I may go back to Houston over the summertime. I don't know. Y'all go ahead and be safe, though.
Stop playing, bro. You know you're gonna be out there next year. But I guess he'll go back and be a little bit more wiser about it. So basically, this whole scheme was focused on taking people's deposit money that they put down for these particular sections in the club. They didn't get their whole $2,300. They got their deposit of maybe like $800 to $400 of people's deposit money that they made profit off of.
From Houston, you've probably seen this video of this guy going viral for dancing at a spring break party. All of the comments are like, 30-year-old grown man doing TikTok dances, whatever. The real problem here is the people recording, all of them are looking like, yeah, like, what is this guy doing? Whole time, he's doing what is supposed to be done at a party. I feel like we've lost the plot completely as a generation. Why is dancing seen as uncool? Is that not what parties are for? I definitely understand why people who partied in like the 2010s don't rock with clubs anymore. Because what are we really doing? Clubs nowadays, parties nowadays, is who can flex the hardest, who has the toughest fit, who can act the most nonchalant. And I feel like as a generation, that's not what we should be doing. But maybe that's just me.
I know that's right, and especially when back in the day, we used to dance in the club. It was like kind of what we went there for. But this just goes to show how it seems like a lot of young men be too cool for the club. Everybody's standing up against the wall, trying to look tough. Everybody's on their phones. But we not hating on bro being 30 years old up in the club. Let that man live his life.
Okay, so these girls right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 5 girls are getting backlash because they rented one of these for Houston spring break weekend. Hear me the fuck out, okay? The smartest shit that I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. Because y'all said they was down there stealing Hellcats and Chargers and shit and taking tires and shit off of shit. They not gonna take the motherfucking tires off this U-Haul. Them motherfuckers is gonna walk right past this U-Haul. They not gonna think about shit on this motherfucking U-Haul. You wanna know why? Cause it don't look like it's expensive. $19.95 is what they paid for it, and I commend them for paying for this motherfucking U-Haul to party in. This motherfucker probably, they probably had more fun than half of y'all talking about these weak-ass Houston stories. I'm not gonna hold you. I would have got on that bitch and rode around the entire Houston with them. Bitch, especially if I didn't have a car, because y'all went to Houston and got robbed and all type of shit. I'm hearing so many goddamn stories from Houston, how it was too expensive, all type of shit. This is the smartest idea I've heard all weekend from some shit coming from Houston, and I'm not even bullshitting.
Now, I actually gotta say that's a pretty smart idea for these ladies, just to get them a van. That's what hippies used to do when they went to Woodstock back in the day. Like, let's not act like these young people are not doing things that we used to do back in the day. Renting a U-Haul and staying low key, it's always the best policy.
I'm a Houston native. I'm a Houston baby, so it's only right that I warn y'all. I heard 55,000 plus people supposed to be expected to visit Houston during spring break. Baby, listen. Don't just wear a condom, wear 2 of them motherfuckers. Houston women is hard to pull out of. Okay? This is some cornbread fed, homegrown shit you ain't never seen in your life. It's like a homie, lover, best friend, partner in a bad bitch body. It's hard to pull out of, bro. It's not just the looks, it's the vibe, it's the energy, bro. So unless you want a bar baby in 9 months, and you want your soul left in Houston like Drake's, wear 2 condoms, bro. Don't say I didn't warn you, man. Don't say I didn't tell you, bro. Them Houston women is hard to pull out of. Unless you want to make you one of them Houston women, then well won. I'm just trying to warn y'all, bro. I'm just trying to warn you. If you gonna fuck with a native, not an expat, a native, bring some condoms, more than 1. Be on the safe side. Them Houston women hard to pull out of. I'm just trying to warn y'all niggas, bro.
Man, I know exactly what she's talking about. I met several women like that in my life. Not talking about any of the diseases or protecting yourself. Just talking about the fact that these women are good women. They are the ones that will make you put a ring on them. You know what I mean? They cook, they're feminine, they're beautiful. My advice, guys, is to run away from those kind of women. Run away fast.
I watched all the Houston spring break story time, so you don't have to. I'm going to summarize all of the videos in one. First things first, most of the complaints you will see will be targeted at Sakai. The story is the same for everybody. Either they bought a ticket that said they could skip the line, then they get there, they try to skip the line, they say not only is that ticket not work for $100 that you spent on it, but you're going to have to pay another $100 if you actually want to skip the line. Then there's the other tale as old as time, where they book a section, they pay for the section, and now when they come to reclaim the section, either it's been sold to somebody else, they have a time limit on it while they're there. They say they don't see them on the list at all. Another one was told that their bridal girl had quit the day before. Thousands of dollars being spent on sections, constantly being moved around. They thought they were going to sit here, then they ended up sitting there. All these rules and regulations, this, that, and the third. A lot of red tape. That's like the most common story you're going to hear. Then this one, the only ones that don't contain Sakai, there was an individual, random man, who bear as in an animal, brought bear mace and maced an entire crowd of individuals. People walked away with water in their eyes after like a night of just standing outside waiting in this club. A lot of individuals waiting outside for hours to get into any club, period. The streets are full, the gas stations are full, people are fighting, they're getting beat up at the rodeos, a lot going on, a lot of people going home with less money than they ever expected to spend in Houston, point blank, period. And that's basically it. That's really all it seems. Everybody feels that they got scammed. Honestly, I think it's just like an expensive city, and there's just a lot of demand, so it is what it is. I just saved you 3 hours of story times that all sound exactly the same. You're welcome.
Yeah, she did pretty much sum it up, you know, what all the stories were, and they did start to sound all the same. So my question is, do you guys think these folks will pick Houston again next year for spring break? Even though everything that they complain about, I bet you these people will still be out there next year for spring break, because some people just never learn their lessons. But hopefully next year they'll be a bit more wiser about it. But that's all I got in this video. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about the spring break drama this year in Houston. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.